5 things that felt super weird in Croatia as an American until they didn't. People sitting in cafes for hours and sipping one drink. So in Croatia, coffee culture means you sit, you chat, you people watch, catch up for hours, often with just one espresso or smaller coffee. We kept feeling like we needed to order more or hurry up. And that's why it's weird, because in the US, that's kind of how it's like. At a coffee shop, you're either expected to sort of keep ordering maybe once every hour if you're gonna be sitting there using their space, or drink your stuff and move on. But then once you realize that you don't have to rush, you can enjoy the slower pace and realize that no one is judging you over there. Or are you guys judging? Rocks on the beach instead of sand. So we noticed that many Croatian beaches were covered in smooth, round rocks instead of soft sand. It's a bit of a shock if you're used to California sandy beaches. Like, we were walking in the water at this private beach. I know there's no private beaches, I learned that. It was hard to get in because of all the rocks, because we were walking barefoot. But then you realize that there's no sand sticking to you in between your toes coming back to your house with you or back to the hotel Airbnb. Plus, I think maybe the water is super clear because there's not so much sand. Is that true? Why is the water so clear? Anyways, you get used to it and it's kind of nice. Direct communication and bluntness. So Croatians tend to be very straightforward and honest, which can feel a bit harsh as an American because we sort of have this roundabout way of communicating. So at first you might think they're being rude, but really they're just being honest and being more efficient. So you realize it's not personal. It's actually sort of refreshing. Are all people like this in Croatia though? Or do people tend to like just smile and say hi when you're walking by someone? Carrying cash everywhere. So in many places, especially smaller towns, cash is still the only thing that they accept. Felt weird at first having to carry cash around, especially a different currency for us. But then you just realize it's easier to have in most places. And I think cash tips are probably more appreciated anyways. Taking long lunch breaks. This is just something that's foreign to me as an American. We oftentimes take a 1 hour or much shorter lunch break, sometimes like 15 minutes or less. Sometimes I just eat lunch at my desk while I'm working because I just feel like it's more efficient. So having a longer, leisurely sit down lunch there, maybe with your family and later in the day, I think it's a nice way of doing it. So honestly, once I got used to these things, I loved them. Croatia just does things a little bit differently and I'm here for it. Let me know if I missed anything and let me know what kind of stuff you want to see next. Croatia mentioned, please follow.